Hi, Navis. Please forgive me if I butchered your name. This is Tammy, and I did your reading for you to find out about your soulmate. So let me tell you a little bit more about how I do my readings. I gave you some insight as to my beliefs about the tarots, how the tarot cards can be used to guide you, to help you make decisions that you may be stuck on, or to find out information, as we did in this one. And I think that using the tarot in your life is a very good tool to help you walk the best path to live the best life that you can live. So that being said, let me tell you about your reading. When I do my readings, the first thing I do is I cleanse the area, myself, my cards, and I get rid of any energy that may still be attached to the cards from any previous readings. And that way I can start off with a clean slate. I also use crystals when I do my readings, because I feel like they amplify the area and my psychic abilities, my just the energy necessary to get a good connection with my cards so that I can give you the best reading that I can. Also, if it's possible, I like to also get the first, middle, and last name, or the complete birth name of a person, along with their date of birth. Or in your case, it would be the names for both of y'all. But after you said that he was someone that you had met online, I wasn't sure that we could do that, if we could get that information. But it turns out that we don't really need it, that the cards alone gave us the answers that we needed. So, that being said, I will get into your reading. Okay, the question that you asked is the person that I'm thinking about my soulmate? And so I did a 6-card spread. I created a 6-card spread for you, and I used the Light Seers deck, which to me is a more modern deck with, I like to do it for my things that are more soulful questions, and this felt like one that I needed to use it for. And okay, so the first card, or the first question, that I asked was, is this person I am thinking of my soulmate? And the card that I drew was the 6 of Wands. Now, I sent you a picture of I attached it, of the spread and how it fell or drew. So you'll see that the 6 of Wands is the card in the middle at the very top of the spread. And it's a young lady standing there with her arms raised above her head. She has spotlights on her. It looks like she's on a stage, perhaps. It has hands clapping all around the stage. There's also a victory wreath that's on it. And all of those things, that card is actually one that means that the person is just coming into, or is now center stage, main attraction. but it is an affirmative card. So yes, this man is your soulmate. So that's good news. So the next card that I drew was for the question, what are their feelings about developing a relationship with me? And the card that I drew was death. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't explain why I asked my questions as if you were asking them. But it's because essentially you are asking those questions of the cards. So I asked them and input them into my cards as if it were you asking the questions, because you are. Now, when people see the death card, they immediately think, oh no, that's not a good card. Someone's going to die, or I'm going to die, but that's not at all what it is. If you look at the card, it says death and rebirth. And that card essentially means that it is going to be a major life change for you and the person that you're asking about. And something will have to be put to rest on your end or his end, and then you can start your relationship off new. And that way you are both starting from a neutral point and moving forward on the new path of a relationship. So let's see, the next card that I did, I'm sorry, I didn't tell you where the death card is. It's at the bottom in the middle. Now the next card that I did is for the question, what changes do I need to make to my life so that I am the best self for my soulmate and I to develop a healthy relationship? And the card that was drawn is the Four of Cups, and it is the card in the middle all the way to the left. It shows a young lady sitting with her hand in her, her holding her face in her hand, just kind of sitting there bored or thinking about other things and that kind of thing. So to me, this card means that you may have a habit of not being very patient with people, or the start of a relationship may be hard for you. Starting a new relationship may be hard for you. And this card is saying, don't let your patience wear thin. Have patience with this relationship. Don't give in to boredom, and make the most out of it that you can. Okay? The next card that was drawn is, the next question that was drawn, was asked is, what characteristics will my soulmate have? And the card that was drawn for that is the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is the card that's on the middle row all the way to the right. It has a gentleman standing with his back turned to a lion that is standing on the hill. He's standing there very courageous, very steadfast, not a lot's bothering him. And that speaks to the kind of characteristics that this gentleman has. He will be a good provider for you, and he won't turn tail and run. He will stand his ground and do what is necessary for the relationship. This guy will more than likely be a very, very successful entrepreneur, perhaps, but he's going to be a very charismatic, natural-born leader, and his laugh will be great. It will resonate with people, and it will draw them in. And his energy, the feeling of his energy, will also attract you. You will want to be around him more and want to get to know him better. But also you'll find that he's a hard worker. He devotes a lot of time to work because he wants to excel at what he does. You'll find that he may have an inner nerd, I guess is the best way to describe it. But he kind of pushes that down because he doesn't want people to see that side of him and make fun of him for it, which is kind of cute when you think about it. But overall, he'll be a charming guy that sweeps you off your feet. He's going to be passionate and heart-fueled, and he'll want to build an empire with you, or for you, but with you as well. And he will have a great laugh. So those are the characteristics that you need to look for in him, or that you have to look forward to. The next card that, or the next question that was asked is, what is the potential outcome with this relationship? And the card that was drawn is the King of Pentacles in the reversed position, meaning that it is upside down. And you see it's an older man sitting there with his dog beside him. He looks very wise. Now, because this card is in the reversed position, it takes on a different meaning than if it were in the upright position. And so in the reversed position, this card typically means that he is obsessed with money, and it, I'm sorry to say, really doesn't bode well for your relationship, because it appears that he will become so obsessed with making money that he will not devote, the time and attention to you, to give you what you need to build a marriage, to build a relationship, much less a marriage. So it's not really what you wanted to hear. But I want you to know that my belief and others' belief is that people don't have just one soulmate in their lives. We're given multiple soulmates, just as we're given soulmates that are our friends as well. It's not just romantic soulmates that we're given. We're also given soulmates as friends. So don't despair. There's always a possibility that sometime down the road, he could change and be ready to start that relationship and put you as a priority instead of building his empire. Or you could meet someone else that is your soulmate. The cards aren't clear as to which way it goes, but I can tell you that he is your soulmate, and he could potentially be the soulmate that you end up with for the rest of your life. However, there will be a period of time that he is ultra focused on making money, so he will not give you what you need to be in a relationship with him. I'm sorry to have to give you that news, but at least you know, and it's not saying that he is not the one. So, anyway, the next question is, what opportunities do I need to look for over the next 6 months? And the card that was drawn for that is the Emperor's card, and it is also reversed. Unfortunately, in this position, it indicates that the relationship will hit hard times over the next 6 months. It shows that it's his shadow self, his shadow side will come out, and he will be selfish and domineering, possessive, hyper-focused on his career, making money, and not giving you the proper treatment that you need. So it'll be time to pack up and move on to the next stage of your life. So I'm sorry, that is how the cards read for you. Unfortunately, the reversed Emperor card is just indicative of a situation that you do not want to be in as far as a relationship goes. But as I said before, I believe, as do many others, that we are given more than just a singular soulmate in our lives. They come and go. We meet them at different times of our lives. It could possibly even be someone that you met a long time ago. Or, as I said, it could still be him after he goes through this phase of his life and changes his actions and how he sees people and is not so obsessed with making money. Fortunately, that's all he's thinking about right now. But I hope that this reading gives you the insight that you need, and I'm sorry that it wasn't what you wanted to hear, or what I'm assuming you wanted to hear. But hold faith, keep your faith. Your soulmate is there, possibly him, maybe not, but, well, he's definitely a soulmate. I just don't know if he's the soulmate that you will end up with. So, keep your head up, keep looking, work on becoming the best person that you can, so that you're ready for your Mr. Right when he walks in through that door, as I know he will. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity today to do your reading, and I hope that you come back and do other readings with this. I will put my email at the bottom of the picture, just in case you want to ask me any further questions, or you think of something later that about this reading that you need to have answered, or you can just message me back in the practice readings portal. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I wish you many blessings in your future.